Welcome back, students. Here we are going to discuss sources of public revenue. In the last part we discussed public expenditure, what is public expenditure, why it is growing. Now we have to understand what are the sources of public revenue. First, understand the meaning of public revenue. Public revenue means aggregate collection of income with the government through various sources. Public revenue holds the permanent position in the study of public finance, which is a part of study of economics. So, the necessity of public revenue arises due to public expenditure. The main sources of public revenue are tax and non-tax revenue. Now first we will understand tax revenue. What is tax? According to Professor Tossing, the essence of tax as distinguished from other charges by the government is the absence of direct quid pro quo. Quid pro quo means any concession for doing or for giving the money. Quid pro quo between taxpayer and the public authority. According to Professor Seligman, a tax is a compulsory contribution from the person to the government without reference to special benefits conferred. Now we will discuss the characteristics of tax. Number 1, it is a compulsory contribution to the government and every citizen of the country is legally bound to pay tax imposed upon him. It is a major source of revenue to the government. If any person does not pay tax, he can be punished by the government. Tax is paid by the taxpayer to enable the government to incur expenses in the common interest of the society like education, health, roads, infrastructure, etc. The payment of tax by a person does not entitle him to receive any direct or proportionate benefit or services from the government in return of the tax. This is what is called as quid pro quo. No concession is given, no good any other special treatment is given to the person who pays the tax. He is just like the other person. Tax is imposed on income, property, or commodities and services. Now types of tax. There are two types of taxes, direct tax and indirect tax. Direct tax is paid by the taxpayer on his income and property. The burden of tax is borne by the person on whom it is levied. As he cannot transfer the burden of the tax to the others, impact and incidence of direct tax falls on the same person. For example, personal income tax, wealth tax. For example, if I have to pay the tax, then I am liable to pay the tax. I cannot shift my tax burden to my husband or to my son or to my daughter. I have to pay it. So this is what is called as direct tax. Indirect tax is, it is levied on goods and services. It is paid at the time of production or sale and purchase of the commodity or a service. The burden of indirect tax can be shifted by taxpayer, that is producers, to other persons. Hence, the impact and incidence of tax are on different person. For example, newly implemented Goods and Service Tax (GST) in India has replaced almost all indirect taxes and custom duty. So there, when understand this, that can be shifted by the producer on the consumer. For example, the producer is paying GST. Then in the price he will charge higher price so that he can get from the consumer. So that is what is indirect tax. Direct tax means I am liable to pay. If I am payable or my income is more, I have to pay the tax to the government. But again, when any of the person is paying the tax, the quid pro quo, Understand, this is very important. There is no special treatment to the person who pays more money as a tax. This is what you have to understand under this. So here we discuss what is public revenue and sources of public revenue. Understand the basic concept of this: taxes, non-tax revenue, tax, the characteristics of tax, then direct tax and indirect tax, and non-tax revenue. Thank you very much.